This week is all about destruction and agility. The destruction of the bouncers and the agility of Flip Gordon. First up, let's take a look at the Bouncers versus Mark Briscoe and PCO.
A couple of years now, had a great match for the tag titles last summer.
The first part of the match I want to bring your attention to is after a trade of strikes between Beer City Bruiser and Mark Briscoe. Briscoe appears to get the better of the situation, he builds up some confidence and he goes to hit the ropes to get even more momentum. Beer City Bruiser, however, has other plans in mind, so let's take a look at this.
You guys throwing hands like this is
what? Yeah, having a little fun, but the Bouncers.
This particular setup is called the Marufuji, named after Naomichi Marufuji, who used to hit the ropes in similar fashion. It's not usually seen by larger opponents, but you've seen how Beer City Bruiser has adapted it for his situation. Very impressive from the Bouncers.
Off the ropes. Oh, God!
Safe to say, you don't want to take too many running cross bodies from Brian Milonas. Very impressive strategy from the Bouncers, using what they've got to deliver the offense effectively.
Two former tag team champions on the set. Oh! Unforced error by...
The last moment that I want to mention from this match is beautiful strategy from Mark Briscoe and PCO. Check this out.
The board of directors, the referee will call for a disqualification and Mark Wait a second! But he's using it as a counter!
Now, we see often, too many times in professional wrestling matches, that a tag team partner will launch themselves out the ring and sometimes take out their own partner. But in this case, PCO and Mark Briscoe have got unusually good chemistry for not having tagged before. Check this out. Mark Briscoe flips over the top rope and PCO holds Brian Milonas in place. Gets out the way just at the right time for all of the damage to be given to Brian Milonas. It's not breaking the rules, it's just bending them, which, if we're not in pure rules, we're all for.
PCO!
That's it, Riccaboni, I promise you that much.
Hooks the leg! Got him!
Let's take a look at Josh the Goods Woods versus Flip Gordon.
For Ring of Honor, and you will face consequences as well. Wow! Catches the leapfrog into an ankle lock and Flip has to go to the rope.
Exactly.
That is rope break number 1, used by Flip Gordon.
The first thing I want to take a look at is the reaction of Flip Gordon to a lateral drop attempt from Josh the Goods Woods.
Strong cards, which you can view on ROHHonorClub.com, is
try to take down. Yes. Flip sack the hips.
But what Flip Gordon has done is he has managed to lower his body weight at the exact right moment. Josh has a very overwhelming physical style that is very difficult to prepare for, but Flip Gordon has shown that what you need is patience and timing if you're going to overcome that overwhelming style, and that's exactly what he's done. He's dropped his hips to the mat at the exact right moment, so when Josh sacrifices, that's what's known as a sacrificial throw, when you have to give something to get something, but in this case, Flip has seen it coming, he's dropped down at the right moment, and instead, he's been able to use his momentum to claim the side headlock and take control. Very impressive from Flip Gordon.
Nice drop down, stops the momentum.
The next moment I want to talk about is how Josh uses momentum to his advantage to take control of the matchup once again.
Wow. Oh, it makes more wrestlers want to get involved, including Gordon, who's in trouble, fights out of it there. And
that is rope break number 2, used by Flip Gordon.
Wow. And in this case, there's an inadvertent, I would say, controversial rope break because, I mean, it's certainly unintentional, but the referee calls it and we need to respect the referee's rules. The key is to keep focused on the task at hand, but Flip Gordon takes his attention away, plays with the referee for a second, understandably, but in that time, Josh begins to plan his comeback.
And maybe a serendipitous moment there for Woods.
Yeah.
Getting Gordon to use a rope break. Irish drop down reverse, it's Gordon.
Flip Gordon looks to whip Josh to the other side of the ring to stay in control, but Josh knows it's coming, drops his weight, and he reverses. And when Flip Gordon comes back, Josh has waiting for him what we call in wrestling the kitchen sink. It's usually derived from the term you've thrown everything at the problem but the kitchen sink. No one's really sure why the move is called that, but that's where it originates from. It's basically a knee to the gut, which more often than not causes your opponent to be hit with such force that they flip over the knee. Ironically, this case to Flip Gordon.
Yeah. Getting Gordon to use a rope break. Iverson dropped down.
Flip rolls through, and instead of Josh taking time to recover or get his breath back, he knows now is the time to strike, to use that momentum. So watch this. When Flip Gordon gets to his feet, what's waiting for him is a belly-to-belly overhead suplex. Here he grabs low, and what he does is just pops his hips forward, and again, Flip has no choice to flip forward. And what's so great about this is Josh has planted him in the corner. It's very efficient. Rather than try to move him somewhere else, Josh looks to take advantage of the situation, and this time, again, using momentum to his advantage, charges forward full speed, using his full body weight and channeling it through the knee.
Right now, as he connects with a knee.
That's a dangerous man when he's on fire.
Devastating strike to Flip Gordon, and then Josh goes for the cover. Now, as it transpired, Flip Gordon had enough to kick out, and in the end, it was a curb stomp to the face from Flip Gordon, which again, in pure rules, controversial, but is still legal.
Stops him down. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. Wow.
That extra bit of aggression is what gave Flip Gordon the win, but you should never overlook Josh the Goods Woods. He is one of the fastest rising stars in the division for a reason. Another phenomenal week of television from Ring of Honor, genuinely, in my opinion, presenting without doubt the best professional wrestling in the world today. There is nothing like Ring of Honor wrestling. You need to watch every week. There's a reason everyone is talking about it, particularly in my opinion. The pure division is different to anything else on your television screens, but most importantly, I want you to check out Final Battle, which is taking place on December 18th. The card is absolutely stacked top to bottom. The only thing it seems to be missing is Joe Hendry, but we'll get those borders open soon and we'll fix that, don't you worry. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Technique Tuesdays.
Friday, December 18th at 9 p.m., Ring of Honor Wrestling presents Final Battle on pay-per-view. After months of darkness, a new era of honor has risen from the ashes. World-class competitors will battle for legacy, championship gold, and vengeance. See ROH athletes such as the new Pure Champion Jonathan Gresham, the Briscoe brothers, plus Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, and many more. Find out why honor has always been real. Friday, December 18th at 9 p.m. It's Final Battle on pay-per-view.